if we were going to pull a clip for social and put this across social media, I feel like this is the thing that it's going to be. I don't think you're wrong. I just think it's going to generate conversation.
I'm going to get some flack for this, but I'm saying beware of the GOAT. Beware of Tom Brady. And I actually have him as a sit in the start and sit column. Look, he's played the Saints 4 times since becoming a member of the Bucs, and in those games, he's thrown for 239, 209, 375, and 214 yards. So 1 good game, 3 bad ones, and he has 6 touchdowns to 8 interceptions in those games. He's averaged less than 17 fantasy points per game against the Saints, whereas he averages over 26 against everyone else. The Saints have just had Brady's number, and those numbers are all inflated by that one big game. It's possible he is the GOAT. He is Tom Brady. He's proven me wrong more times than I can count already. But this is a tough matchup, and it's not like Brady played lights out last week either. He scored less than 11 fantasy points. There's no Chris Godwin. For me, this is like my Matt Stafford sit last week. I wouldn't sit him for just anyone, but if you have another quarterback on your roster, say a Derek Carr or someone like that you feel comfortable with, I would play that player over Brady.
Yeah, it's become notorious that the Saints just know how to stop Tom Brady. I'm sure there are 30 other teams in the league that want to bottle that and figure out how to make that work, but for whatever reason, the Saints have sort of figured it out. Panthers and the Giants, and we talked about Saquon Barkley here. For me, I'm sort of hedging on this. So I wrote beware of Robbie Anderson. And I think on the one hand, you can certainly beware because most of his yardage came on one play. He had one long touchdown catch. So in that respect, it's sort of hard to think that he can do it again just because this isn't necessarily a vertical passing game. On the other hand, I do think he has sleeper potential just because he ran 100% of routes on 100% of the dropbacks last week. He did lead the team in targets. So maybe there are more chunk plays there. I just think basically for Robbie Anderson, it's going to be inconsistent week to week. I think there are going to be weeks where he will be better than he has been. But, sort of like we talked about with Mike Williams, there could be weeks where he just sort of leaves you wanting. So I know I'm kind of talking in circles at the moment right now. But if you really are short on wide receivers, I think he's a guy you can kind of give a shot to as a flex option, but I don't know that you can feel really great about it, if that makes sense.
No, I think it does. When I saw Robbie do what he did, my first takeaway wasn't like he's great. It was like, oh, this is bad for DJ Moore. like if other pieces are becoming a big thing in this offense, because DJ Moore is going to have games where he's the guy. So like it could just, like you said, it could just be kind of a headache each week.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough with Baker Mayfield at quarterback for multiple guys to be successful in the same game, especially because Christian McCaffrey is going to get more. He didn't get a lot last week. He's going to get more. So that means it's going to be McCaffrey and take your pick of Moore or Anderson every week. So we'll see.
The Seahawks, though, after Rashad Penny, I say beware of everyone. That includes DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, who in years past were obvious must-starts with Russell Wilson. You look back at week 1, Geno Smith threw the ball 28 times. DK Metcalf led them with 7 targets. He caught all 7 of them for 36 yards. That's not good. And then Tyler Lockett, only 4 targets, 3 catches, 28 yards. And again, this is now a matchup where I think both teams are going to try to establish the run. This could be one of the slowest paced games of the year. Forget the week. Like we could see each team attempt 25 passes or something like that. And when we're talking about Geno Smith, clearly the game plan with him is control the clock, short throws that you can complete. You're not airing it out. You're not taking those moonball shots with Russ. I just think it's going to be a very, very long year. Some good weeks for these guys, but more often than not, I think you're going to be getting like 10, 11 points out of DK Metcalf, and that is going to be frustrating.
Watching that game on Monday night, I thought, man, Geno is balling out. I mean, he is dealing. And then I went back and looked, and he had fewer than 200 passing yards.
Yeah.
That does not bode well for the rest of the year for those guys.
I don't think so
at all.